Hi, this is your natal chart. Natal chart is like passport, basically, for this reincarnation, for this life. The thing is, that's how planets were looking like at the moment you are born. We are putting date of birth, time of birth, place of birth, and this is what was going on the sky. The thing is, the most important thing here is, this is the axis of evolution. This energy, we call it south lunar nodes. This energy was already elaborated, accumulated in the previous life. So this is how I know what to do with this. But this energy is what we're supposed to accumulate to develop its north lunar node, so to say. And it's like a point of growth, basically. But we see that this is not just point of growth. We have sun, we have moon, we have Jupiter here. That means when sun and moon together, it's nearly new moon, yeah, and new moon near lunar nodes, it called be born at the sun eclipse. Moon eclipse, it's when sun and moon in opposition, and this happening near nodes. But sun eclipse, it's when moon and sun almost at the same degrees, and yes, it's nearly of the lunar nodes. But we can see this is 30th lunar day. You know, people who are born 29th or 30th lunar nodes, moon day, these people are called born in Gekata days. Their speech, their words are charged, powerful. They are born to manipulate people's brain, basically, the way of thinking, to almost yes, I would say manipulate people's brains. But the thing is, we're supposed to do this in ecological way to do this. What I mean, when you are cursing someone, yes, it's all happening. That's how it's important for people who are born 29th and 30th. They're supposed to know what to do with their words, what to do with their way of thinking, because all this, what they're saying, it's supposed to be happening, basically. So your words are like pushing people, like programming people to do this or that way. In this way, when you're cursing someone and something's happening to this person, yeah, you're basically like making this balance in this universe, because you are not entitled to, push someone, in this way. If even you didn't realize, like you could say, just drop dead, get out of my way, or something like this, and next day this person is dying in car crash or something like this. But the problem is that in some time all this boomerang is coming towards you. It's people who are born 29th and 30th, they are to be punished if the balance is disturbed in the universe. Well, because sun and moon together with Jupiter, and Jupiter in 9th house of horoscope, you're supposed to be preaching only good traditional way of behaving, basically like religious doctrines, like like moral values, because Jupiter is the one who is preaching, who is like priest, yeah, guiding the way it's supposed to be, who is guiding people to do this traditional way, ecological way, without any harm to anyone or whatsoever. It's about being teacher to other people, basically. And because your words are so powerful, I could say that you're supposed to use them in order to program people to act ecological way, constructive way, progressive way, not being dependent on alcohol, tobacco, drugs, or anger, or any emotional dependency or whatsoever, but putting people on the way of finding their own spiritual path and to guard the moral values. That's what is your growth point, to be someone who is pushing people to be better, to know themselves, to try to find their own spiritual growth way. The thing is, Mercury in square with Pluto, sometimes you are sarcastic. Sometimes you can actually kill with the words, because Pluto is the planet of manipulation and of death, of transformation and of war, basically. And Mercury is the way we communicate, the way we are presenting our words, our thoughts in words, and the way we are contacting other people. Mercury, when it's in 8th house of horoscope, usually, traditionally, it's Scorpio area, yeah? This planet is already giving you capacity to be sarcastic, to be sometimes, manipulative with your words, but together with Pluto in square, it's 190 degrees between planets. That means you can actually make very fine intrigues in order to push people to do the way you want, okay? So basically this is giving you power to again manipulate people's brain. But the thing is, because Jupiter on your sun, and this is all on lunar nodes, this is the big challenge for you, basically, because Mercury from 8th house of horoscope can actually push you to act in criminal way, when you want to grab your profit here and now, probably deceive someone, manipulate someone in order to get your profit without thinking what next, what will be the outcome of this, what will be feelings of other people who are, victims here or whatsoever. So here you have to be very careful, because this is the challenge, to use your power of words in not very ecological way, okay? To get the profit, to get what you want, or to even entice people to do something which is not actually legal, or nobody would do this by their own will, but you can push people to do this. Do you understand? The thing is, we have here Mercury together with Mars together with Neptune and together with Lilith. And this is all in 7th house of horoscope. 7th house is usually our partnership. So you and the person in front of you, this is actually not only about marriages, yeah, but all the people you are contacting and having some kind of relationship one-to-one. So it's your clients, for example, or closest friends who are together with for the whole life with you, etc., etc. So it's meaningful relationship, basically, and partnerships. So here Mars together with Neptune and with Lilith. If it's just Mars and Neptune, I would say, you know what? You have a power actually to heal people, to guide the people, because Neptune is the planet of ruler of Pisces. Usually it's giving you quality of being very kind in what you are doing, trying to help other people, trying to save them, try to even, for your own expense, to give them some good in order to to support them or whatsoever, because this is Neptune. But together with Lilith, this is all vibrating in low vibration. What does it mean? It's meaning that this planets together, Mars, your doing planet. What do you mean? Like how you act, the way you act. Okay, and together with Neptune, it's pushing you to do something maliciously, so to deceive even people, okay? and them being together in sextile with Pluto, you are doing this so smoothly. You are doing this so like a master of, deceiving, basically, because that's what Neptune is in low vibration together with Lilith. Again, it's when we are putting our consciousness on in order not to allow this planet to push you in the wrong way, to deceive people, to to use them to get your own profit here and now. And if you are not allowing them to do this, then believe or not, this Mars together with Neptune and with sextile with Pluto can give you even healing power when you are feeling who is in front of you. You can read his or her energy. You can see his or her weak point. Yes, you can use this to manipulate them to do this and that and that, but if it's on high vibration, you can see the person in front of you and help him or her to be better than he is, to transform himself or yourself in good way. For example, when they are ill, you just know exactly where this kind of like a bad energy concentrated in them or whatsoever, and what to do in order to heal them. So, and this is what I see the big challenge in your life. You are born to be a teacher, priest, to person who is guiding, who is have power in his words, who can manipulate people's brain, and your big task is to push them to do constructively, to get rid of the dependencies of anger, of non-ecological behavior, when they are killing, destroying themselves and all the life around, etc., etc. When they, under drugs, whatsoever, you, like a shaman, you can neurolinguistic programming, what it means. You are talking to people, you are putting them in hypnosis, you are taking away all their phobias, paranoias, all their anger points, which is pushing them for self-destroying or something like this, and put at the faulty programs in their minds, and even subconscious, on constructive way to do this. When they want to learn something new, when they want to do something constructive and positive for other people, to help other people, and to develop themselves, meaning always searching for spiritual development and expanding their knowledges as well. I mean, professionally, etc., etc. Because life is in progression, and life is in doing something useful for this world. But there are a lot of people who are, like parasites, basically, or even worse, they're destroying life around. So, you can be the person who is enticing people to be better, to push them into transformation period of time in order them to go on to the next level and next level and next level and be better, constructive and useful for this world. Or this black moon on Mars and Neptune can push you on another side of the story, when you are enticing people, manipulating people to do the things, probably even criminal things, when you are getting your profit by the hands of others, when others are making the things that you want them to do, and you have this power, okay? And if you ever use this power not in good way, I mean maliciously, when you wanted to grab what is you wanted really, okay, your profit, or anything you wanted here and now, but without considering what exactly harm you are doing to others, then something might be happening like a punishment. That's how in the universe it's all done. Okay, basically you are planting bad seeds, you are getting awful harvest. You are planting good seeds, you are getting really great harvest. And for you it's all working very, very short karma. For example, today you deceived someone or raped someone, or I don't know, used his or her possessions or whatever, doesn't matter what, for your own profit. So basically tomorrow already karma is the consequences. Basically karma is consequences for our doings. Karma is already there punishing you. You know why? Because you have Saturn in first house of horoscope. First house, it's your image, your self-development, your self-growth. It's you, yourself, and your physical body as well. So basically Saturn in first house of horoscope is asking you to go through ascetic lifestyle, not to enjoy material world, to put on yourself as much responsibility as possible, as much hard work as possible. So basically Saturn is saying, I will give you rewards, really good rewards, if you are leading ascetic lifestyle, if you're working hard, if you're putting responsibilities on yourself, etc., etc. If you are going hedonistic lifestyle, when you just want to enjoy yourself and use other people for your own profit or whatever, then Saturn is giving you traumas. Saturn can give you even accidents on the road with awful fractures, etc., because Saturn is responsible on physical body for our bones, joints, spine, and vertebrae, all bone tissues basically. So Saturn is like a big karmic disciplinary institution basically, and being in first house of horoscope, it's saying, okay, if you are acting this or that way, not right way, then immediately, if others are having, okay, probably not me, okay, probably my descendants, they will be paying for this or that of my action. No, when Saturn in first house of horoscope, it's actually the karmic punishment if we did something wrong is coming almost immediately. That's how it's working. Okay, ruler of first house of horoscope on the cusp of 8th house of horoscope. What does it mean? 8th house, it's usually Scorpio house, on traditional divisions. What that means? People, how people are reading you, because first house of horoscope, what we are representing, how people are looking at us, our image basically. So Venus together with Uranus in sextile is a creative person basically, and Venus in Sagittarius, you love some adventures, you love drive. It's a lot of fun you want to have in your life, like making holidays and traveling and being inspiration for others, being probably the ideological leader or whatever. But Venus being on the cusp of 8th house of horoscope, you are very keen, you are very pushed even by this planet, to be interested in somebody else's money, because 8th house of horoscope, it's about ruling somebody else's resources. It's like, I'm governing this. Okay, I didn't make them, I didn't own them, but I'm good in putting them in growth. Basically, I'm persuading you guys, you just give me money and I'm investing them for you. I will get my margin, but I will pay all this money back to you with a huge interest or whatsoever. Probably this Venus would push you to go to casino, to play with the money in order to make them grow, etc., etc. Even risky investment, because the Venus together with Uranus, yes, it is risky. Also, if you're falling in love, you're falling in love so quickly like this. And by the way, the girls who are actually foreigners, because Sagittarius is about geography, it's about all around the world, yeah, and Venus in male horoscope is actually showing what preferences in women supposed to be there. So Venus is saying that yes, I love foreigners, I love interesting people who are probably in some, I don't know, adventurous profession or creative profession, but not boring, just not boring, because Venus with Uranus, anything else but not boredom. Also, Venus is responsible for how long we are in relationship if we are making a relationship, okay? Venus with Uranus is saying probably you are a bachelor, you are not the person who are capable to be in partnership for a long time. I mean, romantic partnership, because you love adventures and you love fun. And Uranus is revolutionary planet, asking you to make changes, something new all the time. So basically, it's very difficult for you to be for long in the relationship, because that's the way you are. Nothing you can do about this. Probably I'm mistaken, but I see what I see. Second house of horoscope, it's our resources, how we earn money. Ruler of second house is Mercury, and it's again at 8th house of horoscope, meaning some investment schemes very good when you are working with money of other people, so you can actually make them grow, put in some probably even risky investment or whatsoever. Also because Mercury is the planet of actually how we talk to people. You can actually talk to anyone to persuade them to do this or that or that. Again, if you are persuading them to go through transformation, to get rid of dependencies, to go off drugs, for example, or whatsoever, this would be the ecological way to make money, okay? So basically you can use your words in order to transform people's mind for good, to get rid of alcohol dependency, drugs dependency, etc., etc. That's what you're supposed to be great in money making. Also, Mercury and Pluto can be great detectives. You love any kind of, mysteries, and you know how to untangle any kind of mysteries, like detectives, basically. So yes, Mercury with Pluto can give you fantastic way to make money in criminal way, or vice versa. You are detective, you are putting these criminals in, behind the bars. This would be absolutely wonderful how you are making money, because this is how we are making money. This is our second house of horoscope. Okay. Well. Your third house of horoscope, it's your mental capacity, is ruled by the moon, and it's in 9th house of horoscope, meaning you suppose if you are making any kind of contacts, yeah, you are looking at them like your relatives, because moon is what we care about. It's our soul, basically. It's your emotional demands or whatsoever. And moon being in 9th house of horoscope, it's usually Jupiterian and Sagittarius sector, yeah. Moon is saying, yes, I would be really, really good with people all around the world. So basically you have friends and acquaintances all around the world, and you are making, very good connections to them, because actually everything outside of your country where you are born, all around the world, you are really, really great. And by the way, moon, when it's in 9th house of horoscope, moon is also how I would want to live. I mean, where I want to put my nest here, to develop my home, to create my nest, family, etc. So, well, moon together with Jupiter and on North Node and in 9th house of horoscope, saying you would be so good exactly when you are leaving your country. Basically, moon is saying your best way to make your own family and to create a nest with foreigner and abroad. This is what I see in this. Also, it's not only 3rd house of horoscope, 4th house of horoscope also starting in Cancer. 4th house, it's your relationship with your mom, with your relatives, with atmosphere at home where you were born, and what energies you got from your ancestors, from your parents. Well, moon in Capricorn, mom was, quite demanding and guarding discipline, etc. Probably she was punishing you if you were not a good boy at school or something like this, because moon in Capricorn, it's a hardcore, basic. What I mean hardcore? I mean, when there is no too much emotional demand from mom and closeness, but she wanted to give you good education, good manners, good development, and educational development as well. So sometimes moms are just putting these requirements like head teachers in front of their children. Probably your mom was married, even the guy who was quite established person in society. Probably even like a head of the teacher, head teacher of the school, or some kind of person who is guiding. Probably he was a priest or something like this, because moon together with sun and together with Jupiter. Jupiter, it's first of all, it's intellectual work. It's when we are teachers ourselves, okay? So your mom and dad, basically, they were given to you not for no reason. You are born in this family for absolutely exact reason, to give you actually quite strict education, in order for you to develop this what is right, what is wrong. But you will be tempted always to go on the wrong side. But your evolution point, your growth point, is actually to be like a priest, to guide people for right spiritual path. That's what it is. Anyway, because moon in Capricorn, there was no emotional closeness to mom. Yes, mom wanted the best from you, and it was a lot of demand, and it was you had to to meet your expectation, and you were trying really hard probably, and probably that's why you try to run away and to try to make your living abroad, because you actually wanted to be too far away from your family. But again, what is put in us, in our DNA, we can't do anything about this. And because moon is ruling 4th house of horoscope, actually mom's development, I mean, how mom developed you, made who you are. It was so influential, basically, on you. 5th house of horoscope is ruled by sun, because it's starting in Leo. When sun ruling our 5th house of horoscope, people are usually so creative, and because Sun in 9th house of horoscope, you can make any kind of creative business and abroad, and you can even, you know, like make your own team who is working for you, something like this. Anyway, you're supposed to be a leader of creative team here, okay? Because Sun exactly on North Node. And not only this, because Sun is about our ego, our name as well. And because it's in 9th house of horoscope and together with Jupiter, you are searching, you are seeking for fame. You want to be recognized by society. You want to have some special authority and to make your own name. And if you are making your own business, you are playing solar, it would be so good. Like, for example, you are writing the book, for example, yes, and you are giving some kind of philosophical, ideological values for this, for other people. 6th house of horoscope, it's about our work and our routine and our responsibilities of everyday life, etc. is beginning in Virgo. And Mercury is ruling Virgo. That means Mercury in 8th house of horoscope is responsible for 6th house. What it means? You know, because 6th house of horoscope, it's our work responsibilities, and being in 8th house of horoscope, basically your work supposed to be to help people to go through transformation, to crisis in their lives, when they're bereaving, when they are losing their health, when they're losing all their money, when they are losing their children, whatsoever. I mean, people who don't want to live, basically. Because 8th house of horoscope, it's a house of transformation as well, and house of going on to the next level, and very often they call it sector of life and death or whatsoever. So basically your everyday life supposed to be connected to this topic. What I mean, again, your work, your everyday routine supposed to help people to go through crisis, to go through transformation, but to go this in ecological way, when they're trying to be better, you know, when they're not you know, pushing this mechanism of self-destroying in their bodies, you know, when they're trying to cut themselves, to harm themselves, suicidal thoughts, etc. No, when you are erasing all these faulty programs, and when you are putting the desire to live and to do something useful for this world, you know. And 7th house of horoscope ruled by Pluto, because it's starting in Scorpio, meaning your one-to-one activities with someone, developing your partnerships or whatever, supposed to be on working basement. I mean, for example, if you are ever want to find wife and create a relationship or whatever, it would be nice if you are useful for each other. If you are having your routine of everyday life together, when you're having working responsibilities together. For example, you're having your own clinic outside of the country. For example, you are opening retreat for cleansing people's body and working in psychological way with them, like cleansing them from drugs, for example, yeah. And your fantastic wife and your partner would be the one who is working with you. For example, you you know, like psychology to your patients, and she's a nurse, for example. This would be absolutely fantastic. But the thing is, Pluto, when I have even some educational videos on my YouTube channel when I'm talking about this. What is this? Pluto as scenario of 7th house of horoscope, of partnership, or of relationship. Pluto is always giving you power of manipulation, okay? And if it's connected to partnership, what it means, you will be meeting people who will try to manipulate you, and at some point of relationship, of some other relationship, you will be trying your power to manipulate people. So basically, either they are bullying you or vice versa, you are bullying them. Unfortunately, Pluto that's how it's acting, okay? Who is doing whom, basically. It's a power will of power, basically. And this is very hard when Pluto is responsible for 7th house of horoscope, meaning your relationship supposed to be like war zone all the time, with a good intimacy, with good sex as well. But when we are not making sex, we are basically going into war. That's how Pluto is pushing people to do. It would be good if you are together putting money in one business, because Pluto is also giving you power to, when it's in 7th house of horoscope, to rule other people's money as well, okay? So, and if your partners are putting some money, you are putting some money into some ventures, this would be the best way to make any kind of partnerships, romantic partnerships, business partnerships, any kind of partnerships. This would be really a healthy way to use Plutonic energy. Or if we are talking about romantic partnership, then your partner is supposed to be with the Pluto in her horoscope. I mean, pronounced Pluto. What I mean, she's supposed to be Scorpio by sun. I mean, her sign of zodiac supposed to be Scorpio. Moon in Scorpio, sun in Scorpio. This would be really nice. Or her profession together with all these planets, yeah, Neptune, Mars, and Pluto would be fantastic. Basically, if we are taking this together, probably she will be, like a magician, or the person who is working with non-traditional medicine, or the person who is working in like a surgeon, yeah, because there are many Scorpios, they are fantastic surgeons, because they love blood and they love to cut people and to make pain to them. But again, when surgeons are, like cleansing the body from faulty rotten pieces, this is what surgeons are doing, and this is ecological way to use Plutonian energy. Anyway, what I'm saying, either she's supposed to be surgeon, either she's supposed to be magician, either she's supposed to be astrologically with developed Scorpio or Pluto energy in her natal chart, prevailing Plutonian energies in her natal chart. Probably Pluto will be in her 1st house of horoscope, or her ascendant will be in Scorpio, or her sun and moon will be in Scorpio. Then it's your person, okay? It will be fantastic relationship and compatibility, energetical compatibility. You will be feeling that you belong to each other, okay? 8th house of horoscope. This is house of transformation, of crisis, and this is ruled by Jupiter, because Jupiter is ruling by Sagittarius. What it means, when a ruler of 8th house horoscope in 9th house of horoscope, either you are ruling other people's money, and this is your profession. Basically, you can even reach some authoritative position in society. This would be nice. Either because Jupiter here is having, kind of like not very good relationship with Uranus, etc., etc. Either you can be a leader of some criminal group, because here it's I am putting my ideology, values to the people's minds. This is 9th house of horoscope. I am their guiding person, okay? And 8th house of horoscope, yes, sometimes we are calling this crisis house, but criminal groups can be there. So basically, this can be like, I am a leader of some group of people who are doing this and that and that and that. Anyway, would be nice if you are not using this power, because you have this challenge. But again, this is not what I'm supposed to say to you. Well, ruler of 10th house of horoscope and 9th house of horoscope, it's Saturn, because 10th house and 9th house is beginning in Capricorn. When Saturn is ruling 9th house of horoscope, it's how I'm obliging law, how I'm respecting law, basically, and authorities. So, well, Saturn, when it's in 1st house of horoscope, meaning if you are bending law anyhow, you will be the first one who is paying. Basically, if even it's other people's mistakes or whatsoever, doesn't matter how it is, it will be you who will be punished. That's how Saturn is working here, okay? Also, 10th house of horoscope is the way how I supposed to reach my utmost important goals here. And again, it's ruled by Saturn. Saturn is always saying, okay, I'm not giving you easy reaching your goals at first part of life, because Saturn is usually giving any kind of rewards if the person is putting responsibilities on his shoulders and working hard and planning very strictly and not having fun but only working, then it's giving rewards like a management position in the second half of the after 30th. So first 30 years of your life, it was I guess very hard to reach anything, okay? But also Saturn is telling you that if you are respecting people who are older than you and who made some achievements in life, and when you are actually respecting hierarchy in society, then you are getting your rewards with hard work and diligence. Unfortunately, when rule of 10 in 1st, but there is no any supporting aspects, meaning that you're supposed to make your career and reaching your goals by your own. It's your own activity and your own initiatives, only like this, only your own energy. Nobody is helping you here, okay? Nobody, only it depends only on you. That's it. What about 11th house of horoscope? 11th house, it's our friends, and it's ruled by Aquarius, and Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, meaning in 6th house of horoscope, my friends are the guys who I'm working with, because 6th house is our working responsibilities. But again, Uranus is asking you, okay, if you're working with your friends, yes, it's good that it's altruistic way to treat each other, etc., but Uranus together in square, yeah, together with Sun, meaning sometimes your friends are pushing you to do things which you're supposed to be doing by law, okay? Also, Uranus in square with Moon, meaning probably you had to live in different houses all the time, so it's very difficult to be in one place for a long time. Basically, probably your parents were moving all the time, because the Moon is in what atmosphere I was growing, what my relationship with my family, my relatives, my mom, etc. And together with Uranus, it's never like stability, and it's never I can rely on any kind of, like a stable and kind of predictability or whatsoever. It was always changing. It was always even sometimes, abrupt changes. The way we live, the way I communicate with mom, I never know what to expect, basically. That's what Uranus is giving you. And what it gave you, the way you want to create your own family. Uranus with Moon is saying, I can't live in one place. Basically, I need to live, okay, half a year here, half a year there. If I live somewhere longer than a month or 2 months or whatever, I'm getting bloody bored. That's it. In this way, what I can say, yeah, why not to have 2-3 places of living, and okay, half a year I'm living on I don't know, in this country, half a year in another country. That's the way I'm living. Otherwise, I just feel itchy inside. I just can't live in the same place for a long time. That's how it's working. And your 12th house of horoscope beginning in Pisces, and Neptune is responsible for your 12th house of horoscope. When it's in 7th house of horoscope, meaning it's very difficult for you to make any kind of relationships. You know why? Because in 12th house of horoscope, it's secrets, and it's what we are keeping in secret, what we want to hide from others. Okay, that means relationship, whatever you are making with the people who are already in a relationship with other relationships. So basically, if you are making a relationship, it's with married women or with women who are far away from you. It's not easy to make, like one-to-one and be together under the same roof, etc., etc. Or you are falling in love with the person who is not physically available. Basically, like, okay, it might be like an actress or TV presenter or whatever. You are falling in love because 7th house of horoscope is our romantic relationship as well, like husband and wife, etc., etc. And when rule of 12 in 7th house, meaning either I am not making this like a real normal relationship, because either woman unavailable, either woman from another marriage, or woman who is physically far away from me and not able to make any kind of relationship. Either it's kind of like a secrecy. What I mean, if there is no if we are not hiding from someone, if there is no secret, any kind of secret in our relationship, then I feel there is no inspiration and I'm just bored in this relationship, basically. It's very difficult sometimes, very difficult. Also, 12th house of horoscope is our hidden enemies. And when ruler of 12th house of horoscope and 7th house of horoscope, meaning at some point who were hiding, I mean your enemies or whatever, there will be some point in your life when it's coming so clear. They are seen like one-to-one to you, and you are understanding who are these people who were probably for years plotting against you behind your back. Okay, and sometimes it might be very, very awful, like crushing all your dreams, so to say, because Neptune is about inspiration, is about also our contact with cosmos, etc., etc. By the way, when ruler of 12 in 7th house of horoscope, sometimes you can help other person, like one-to-one, for example your patient, to understand what exactly is wrong with him. What I mean, Neptune is giving you information. Basically, you can read the person in front of you, probably by the aura around him, like this magnetic field around him, and you can read this information. Basically, this person didn't tell you who he is or who she is, what he is doing, what she is doing, or whatever, and you can just see this person through. This kind of power you have. You can read the person in front of you. Read like on X-ray, basically. Okay? And this power is given to you not for no reason, because you're supposed to make this person transform into better person in front of you. Well, if we are looking at the special date when it all happened, yeah, you came to me and said what exactly happened in September 2019. What it happens, look what is happening. Saturn, look, this is what was happening on the sky that day, and this is your natal planets, and that's how astrologers are making prognosis or whatsoever. Look what's happening here. Saturn is the planet of karma, of disciplinary measures or whatsoever, when we have to pay for what we have done, yeah. Saturn is standing on your sun. Sun is your vitality, your health, okay? But Saturn not by his own. Saturn together with Pluto and together with lunar node, meaning like karmic payoff is due. That's what's happening, okay? And because your sun together with the lunar node, together with moon and together with Jupiter, I could say something you have done before that happened, and this was basically like karmic consequences. You had to pay the debt, unfortunately. So nothing is happening with no reason. This is the thing. Also, when lunar nodes are almost at the same position as our nodes in natal chart, that means like a period of time when we have to be very careful, because either we are getting rewarded, either we are getting punished, but it's always checking point for all of us, okay? That's what's happening here. Also, if you can see, look, Neptune, lunar node, Mars in your 7th house of horoscope. What is 7th house horoscope? One-to-one, who you were working together, probably your closest people you were communicating for a long time, with who you had a relationship, okay? Look what is here. Neptune again with black moon, with Lilith. What it means? Especially in square to your Saturn, meaning that whatever you had like possible happening in your natal chart, okay, that some your secret enemies could go actually and do something to you, yeah. This is the moment which is happening, because Neptune with Lilith is having square relationship to your Saturn, and it's your 1st house of horoscope. 1st house, it's your body as well. It's you yourself. So basically, that's what happened. You were attacked and you didn't even know what exactly happened, because you were knocked down and you ended up at the hospital with awful injuries, etc., etc. You were robbed. Yes, yes, yes. What's happening here? If you can see on the natal this is your natal chart, but this is what was happening on the sky. If you can see Sun, Mars in opposition with Neptune and with Lilith. So Sun is someone who with huge ego, someone together with Mars, someone with also with sharp instrument, because Mars is our aggression, it's a sharp instrument as well. In opposition with Neptune, someone is attacking you, and this is from behind. You didn't even see them, because Neptune is what is hidden from us as well. And Black Moon is saying here, yes, it was absolutely evil thing to do, because this was actually planned. This was not for, you know, like randomly or by mistake or, you know, no. You were the point, you were the target, okay, to attack and to harm you. And you know what, because Neptune in 11th house of horoscope, was the person who probably you consider is one of your friends, okay? Because 11th house of horoscope, who we are considering as friends. Well. Also, Jupiter in opposition to your Saturn as well. What it means? Jupiter is our like desire for recognition, our ambitions as well, okay, our pride as well. So it's just helping you. Someone attacked you because probably his pride was injured, so to say. Probably somehow you underestimated some person, or somehow probably you even hit his ego and the way he's recognized by others. Probably you belittled someone, okay? Having Mercury in square with Pluto, you can be sometimes really sarcastic, and you know this, right? So that's what happened. That's what's happened. Someone who you didn't respect, who you belittled, yeah, made a revenge on you. And yes, you were tired. And yes, it was exactly meaning, you know, to make you pay for this, yeah, and to harm your body. Because this is exactly in first house of horoscope. And Saturn responsible actually for our skeleton and for our joints, and so yes, it would be with fractures, and it would be really hard. So unfortunately, this was something which was already inevitable, unfortunately, to make you understand something really important in your life. But probably it shouldn't be that evil, that awful. But what happened. You know what I want to have a look, what exactly now happening in your life. I'm putting today's 2025. Okay, let it be 23. Let's have a look. So this is what's happening right now on the sky, and this is your natal chart, okay? Look, today Sun from Aries making square, it's 90 degrees to your Sun. You know, no, actually to Jupiter, but because Jupiter together with the lunar nodes, together with Sun, so basically Sun is making the square to all of this combination you are having in 9th house of horoscope. What it means? You know, probably today you were making some kind of like an argument with someone authoritative, or someone was hurting your pride and your you know, because Jupiter is our desire for recognition, basically, yeah. So someone could today like question your authority, it was your pride and your ego which was hit today. But again, it's only the aspect of one day, because Sun will be off very soon. For example, tomorrow this aspect will be already not that important. Also, what we have here, Neptune in square with Mercury. You know what? Mercury is your ability to analyze information, okay? Neptune is also planet of deceiving, of secrecy, etc. So today exactly, and because Neptune is a long planet, I mean very slow planet, when it's coming in some point where it's connected to our planet, it means for some time now, either you will be learning some secret knowledge, I don't know, some astrology, astropsychology, retrohypnosis, tarot cards, I don't know what exactly, but it's supposed to be esoteric knowledge or whatsoever. Would be really nice. Otherwise, Neptune in square with Mercury can push either you to deceive someone, either Someone can be in your life who is trying to deceive you. So Neptune and Mercury, this is this aspect of fraudsters. I'm begging you, please don't try to deceive anyone now. Don't try to make people, believe this and that when you know that you are telling lies. You know why? Because in universe everything is dual. Whatever you are giving to others, the same by boomerang you are having back. So if you deceive today someone, at some point you will be deceived the same way or even worse. Believe me, if you have Saturn in your first house of horoscope, this consequences is coming into your life very, very quickly. So please don't allow yourself to pull somebody else's leg, okay? Deceive someone, okay? No lies at all, because this way you will be protecting yourself from fraudsters in future, okay? But also when Mercury together with Neptune, you can be actually digging some information, really interesting information. Probably you would go to psychologist, to psychoanalytic, or it's better even to the hypnosis master, because together with hypnosis master you can go back in your life and understand, analyze some pieces of your reality in your past, which was probably slipped away right now, but you really want to understand what was causing this or that or that or that. So yes, it will be really fantastic time to go and try to understand something from your past. Retro hypnosis would be absolutely wonderful here, or you are digging some esoteric information. Well. Also you are having huge, very big changes in your life right now. You know why? Because Uranus is almost on ascendant. Ascendant in what I'm going to be in this world, how I'm presenting, what my image basically, how people are seeing me. So when Uranus is coming on ascendant, usually person can change completely his look, or he is doing absolutely different things in life. Okay, because it's your personal development, it's your initiatives, it's your growth, personal growth, first house of horoscope. Okay, so basically when Uranus is coming on ascendant, you can actually move to another country, completely change your profession, look even differently, make your lifestyle, what you are doing every day, who around you, where you live, how you live, etc. Everything concerning you might be changing right now in very drastic way, because Uranus is always changing things absolutely, like 100%, because it's revolutionary planet. Whatever it was before, it's not working anymore. I'm supposed to have absolute renewal now. But Uranus sometimes is pushing us to do a little bit eccentric way, like okay, whatever, if you don't approve, if you don't like this and that, I don't care, but I need to be absolutely different new person now. That's it, regardless what others are thinking about this. So more changes right now in your life is the best. Okay, also Jupiter is still in first house of horoscope, also giving you actually desires to go abroad, to expand your horizons, to learn something new, or to expand horizon on physical way when you are traveling, or when you want to be absolutely in another country or something like this. Also, Jupiter is geography. It's expanding our horizons on mental level or on geographical level. But soon Jupiter is coming in your second house of horoscope. Second, how I'm earning money. And Jupiter is always giving you fantastic possibilities, opportunities. So very soon, when Jupiter will be on the cusp of second house of horoscope, there will be a lot of different ways how you're making money, okay? Well, this is sad. Also, right now, lunar nodes, together with Mercury, together with Saturn, together with Venus at the cusp of your 12th house of horoscope. What is 12th house? It's when we are trying to dig deep, when we are plunging into secret knowledge, yeah, esoteric knowledge, non-traditional medicine, whatever is happening to our subconscious, our spiritual growth, etc., etc. So whatever which is called esoteric and spiritual development, this is 12th house of horoscope. But also 12th house of horoscope, it's our secret knowledge, know-how. For example, when all this, it's the whole parade of planets, yeah, the cusp of the 12th house of horoscope, they are actually pushing you to develop your secret knowledge, like to start probably the business, but it will be made on know-how. Only you can, perform this or that or that, because it's your secret knowledge and your secret talent. For example, if you are working like exorcist, for example, yeah, squeezing out any kind of demons from other people, etc. Probably you will be exercising this now. Who knows? But it will be something that you know how, okay? And Jupiter will give you some new ideas soon how I can make money in this world. Also, you have a trine between Pluto. Pluto will be retrograde soon, and it will be going back to your cusp of 10th house of horoscope. Again, Pluto in 10th house of horoscope is making your career change, because 10th house is what career I want to make and what important goals I want to reach. Pluto is always transforming people. Okay, what it was before, not working anymore, okay? So Pluto is pushing you again to go absolutely on different sector of doing career or pushing you. Oh, by the way, 10th house of horoscope, it's also your status, not only professional status, okay, but also status as a citizen, for example. So Pluto might push you actually to move into another country even. Yes, something like this. Again, because Pluto is connected to your Pluto from 6th house of horoscope, and 6th house is our routine of everyday life, work and responsibilities, our work as well, yeah? So Pluto is saying to you, yes, probably these big changes will be about your profession. You are starting absolutely new career, and yes, probably on the new place as well. Well. Neptune, Mercury, I told you. Sun squared, I told you. This is really good one, because Pluto is giving you like self-assertiveness for these big changes in your life, okay? Okay, Moon is very quick planet, basically, so I'm not doing this sextile. Also, we have Pluto sextile Mars. This is really important, because Pluto and Mars, these are the planets of our willpower, okay? So when Pluto is giving you sextile to your Mars, right now you are very energetic and you want to do something really, really constructive. And if it will be about one-to-one activity with the people, I don't know, probably your patience, you are starting to use your magic powers, taking your patients in order to help them to get rid of their drug dependencies, for example, to go to the next level in their lives, etc. So this is exactly very, very good aspect. So sextile trines are very good one, because planets are helping each other. When it's square, 90 degrees, or opposition 180 degrees, this is a little bit harsh, because it will be, big turmoil inside. So second part of April, it will be Pluto in opposition to Mars, and it will be on your 4th and 10th house of horoscope. What it means: 4th, it's my home. 10, it's authorities, reputation, career, that most important goals in my life, etc., etc. So when these planets will be on your 4th and 10th house of horoscope, you will be probably making very huge decision, to move your place of living or to change your career, because there will be a lot of energy in this one. For example, I'm putting, okay, let's say 18th of April. Let's have a look. Look, Mars in opposition to Pluto. Mars, 4th house of horoscope, Pluto, 10th house of horoscope. It's a lot of energy in order to change something, either in our home, either in our goals, profession, career, and our status as well. So there will be something happening, like you are, for example, changing country. You are going to live in another country. And yes, the way of earning money will be different. You are changing, even physically might be changing outside of you. Yes, this is what's going to happen. But the interesting thing that nodes, it's always like a vector where I supposed to grow. Well, South Node will be going through your 5th house of horoscope, all 2025 and half of 2026. So this year and next year, it will be your 5th house of horoscope and 11th house of horoscope, which will be having all eclipses. Okay, what's happening, it's the whole changes. So this is your own ideas and for your own business and how you're having fun in your life and the romantic way as well. And 11th house of horoscope, it's when your dreams are accomplishing, and yes, probably together with friends or together with the people who are connected to you with this or that project. So yes, 2025 and 2026, half of the exactly 26, it will be fantastic period of time when you are creative and when you are having people around you connected to you to push some project, some very important project of yours. Also, 11th house of horoscope, it's where our dreams are fulfilled, our utopic plans even to be implemented. So 2025, yes, it will be very good actually period of time, because you will be feeling that you are loved, that you are having your people around you, that you are pushing your creative ideas onto the project of, the whole team is around me to do this. 11th house of horoscope, it's technologies and internet as well. So if something will be connected to the you going to make some blogging or whatever, yes, it might be as well. Well, anyway, something, really good is happening. Huge changes in your life, but with the, positive energy. When you want to do something which will be left after you, like your legacy, and yes, the way you are putting your creative ideas first of all, and making team around this. Fantastic. Well, that's all basically. I am apologizing for my accent. English is not my native language, that's why probably it might be a little bit confusing, the information I am giving, but I know I am reading natal charts and making prognosis okay, and hopefully this will help you.